And off we go. Maurice Alexander will take this from the 5. And a little crease out to about the 23. And out comes Nate Sudfeld. He isn't dressed, but might get a chance to catch up with Jared later in the broadcast. Sudfeld under pressure on his first throw, looking for Jameson Williams, and it's intercepted on the opening throw of the game.
Yeah, right here, you kind of got to eat this, right? You got to find the back, check it down, because this is single high, and when you drop back and you get your eyes all the way over there right away, didn't hold the safety long enough, and now it's essentially a lollipop. It's not a good start for him.
And Jason Pinnock gets the pick. And now the Giants offense goes to work. Tyrod Taylor will be the QB for the Giants to begin this one. Our starting lineups presented by Ford. You see the backs and receivers here for the Giants to get started off. Cole Beasley, one of their offseason additions in a revamped passing game for New York after they finished 26th in the league in passing a season ago. Throw over the middle, partially deflected and tipped. Isaiah Buggs gets the big paw up. This Lions defense that played much better down the final 10 games, and they finished 8-2 through those final 10 a season ago. Forcing turnovers was a key part of that. Now trying to get a stop at their own 30 here, with this Ford Field crowd trying to help him out. Taylor under pressure, Buggs trying to track him down, and Taylor will scoot out of bounds. Graham Gano to attempt this field goal attempt, and gets the scoring rolling with the first 3 on the board for the Giants.
Yeah. Give the fans what they want, get them going early, but if it's not there, you got to try to check the ball down and continue these drives and stay on schedule.
Maurice Alexander back to return again, trying to set Lions up in good field position here. Like you said, they want to douse Jameson Williams with game reps while they have him in the preseason on the O-line. It should be one of the best, if not the best in football. Jahmyr Gibbs first carry, and bottled up in the backfield. Now take a little peek at this Giants defense on the opposite side. The line that was able to breach through there. Jordan Riley, Brandon Bryant, a couple of names up front. Micah McFadden, Carter Coughlin, no Shane Simmons. It's now 2nd and long coming up for Sudfeld. More time to work with here. That's his first completion, a short one on the sidelines of the Eastern Michigan product, Dylan Drummond.
That's an outstanding job by Nate Sudfeld. He sees a free runner, a linebacker, running right through the middle of the offensive line, and he stands in there, takes the shot, and hits the Eastern Michigan product, Drummond, who has had an outstanding camp. They are so excited about this young man, and guess what? He got his opportunity through the local pro day.
He's really emerged lately. We're excited to talk about Drummond. Quick screen set up here. Be just shy of the yards again, about a yard short of the first down as they found the 7th round pick, Antoine Green. They keep Gibbs in the backfield. 4th and 1. Sudfeld fakes it to him, looks down the seam, and it's caught in and out of the hands.
That window is very small. You're going to have to make those catches with guys all around you. Laporta wasn't able to make it on that.
Tyrod Taylor back on the field for the Giants, who've seen his legs throughout the course of his veteran career. Jason Pinnock has made a couple of plays defensively for the Giants so far. He was on the coverage on that last throw from Sudfeld and had the interception that opened up the game as well. We say hello to our referee, Cleet Blakeman.
Technical contact, defense, number 25. It's a 5-yard penalty, first down.
Our starting lineups presented by Ford on the defensive side now for the Lions. See Broderick Martin, player really excited to watch on the interior. Nito Jones, John Kaminsky there. There's this linebacker room that we've talked about. Has so much depth through it. Talked with Dan Campbell. He said maybe the position group he's most excited to watch is the linebacker group. Derek Barnes, we call him things out. There's a big hit right away from Brian Branch. Lit him up. You were excited to watch Brian Branch. There's a reason they traded up to draft him.
He's a first rounder. You're going to see him flying to make this play. Very nice job of the quarterback extending the play. He flipped it and boom! Welcome to the NFL. What a nice job. Sideline player, plays on all 3 levels, and he saw his intensity right there.
Lions 2nd round pick wreaking havoc early. Taylor has room to run. There's a flag down behind him, kind of in the holding zone region. Got down inside the 5 there, but we'll see what this call is.
The one thing the defensive staff has stressed is holding the edge, and so it's probably a holding.
Holding, offense, number 31. 10-yard penalty, replay, third down.
This defense knows exactly what Tyrod Taylor is, and so
kind of youngsters in the secondary and some younger players on the defensive line as well. Against the veteran QB in the preseason, you don't get that a ton. Meanwhile, more plays happening in the backfield positively for this Lions defense. There's John Kaminsky. Signed the extension in the offseason. Lions fans really were excited to see him back in the Honolulu Blue.
Take a look at Kaminsky right here. He does such a great job diagnosing this play before it even gets started. Oh, I smell a rat. He didn't block me. He goes and makes the play outside. Very nice job by Kaminsky, a guy that works so hard. Coach Campbell absolutely loves him.
Brings up 3rd and 25. Trying to make a play on the near sideline was Will Harris. This is going to be Graham Gano from 42 yards out. He got the scoring going on the Giants' last possession after that interception. And he does the same their second time on the field. What people perceive you to be. Have to still put in the work. Jahmyr Gibbs has been putting in the work over the last couple of weeks. Has looked good in the joint practices leading up to this preseason game. They've been packing training camp the last few weeks. Now they're packing Ford Field tonight. Sudfeld rolls, looking out, has Brock Wright, the big tight end who started to emerge last year. Gain of 10 there. It'll be enough for a first down.
This is a staple of the Lions offense, the naked bootleg and allowing their tight ends to get in the flat from either across the formation or from the same side, no matter where it comes from. They do a very good job of hiding those guys and getting them on the flat. Brock Wright was wide open for a first down game.
Wright, a former undrafted free agent, kind of a good inspiration for some of the guys trying to make the team this year. As Gibbs has a short gain there. Wright started to emerge a bit after the Hockenson trade last year. Lions, of course, also bringing in tight end Sam Laporta. Signed a couple of guys after Shane Zylstra went down with the lower body injury earlier in camp. We might see those names tonight as well. Daniel Helm and Daryl Daniels were a couple of tight ends signed. We have James Mitchell as well. And that's an interesting position right now.
Yeah, and on Zylstra, Coach Campbell said he was pivotal in helping the turnaround last season, so that's a big loss for them.
A bit of a route miscommunication there on the far side of the field.
Position for the offensive lineman, and I hope he's going to be all right.
Sudfeld has to flush the pocket this time. Through across his body, completes it to Jahmyr Gibbs. The rookie is a weapon. He can do more things than just one. There he is in the passing game.
That's exactly what you're going to get. Nate Sudfeld does a very good job of extending the play. We've seen Jared Goff do some more of that towards the end of the season last year, and then you find your running back back across the field. And now, the coaches always say, don't throw across your body, don't throw across your body. Where if he's open and it's clear and sunny, you make that throw, and it could be a big play, another first down for the Lions offense.
And when Gibbs has daylight, Lions fans are hoping to see that for years to come. Here's some more daylight for Gibbs up the middle, impressing early.
Big-time play-action shot right here could be coming.
Maybe what you're looking for right now. Looking for one-on-one, just in and out of the hands.
You just don't have to deal with guys on your back while you're trying to catch. That's something that Jameson Williams is working through.
Deontay Banks was on the coverage there. They dump it off to Drummond this time. Slip the initial tackle. And Dylan Drummond works his way up the sideline. Enough for a first down for Drummond. Second time we've seen him and Sudfeld hook up today. And Drummond's family is so excited to see him on this stage. Again, impressed in minicamp after the invite.
It's the dream, man. Yeah. It's a dream, an opportunity to perform in that pro day and get a real opportunity with the Detroit Lions.
This time Jameson Williams does hang on. Starting to find a groove now with these Gibbs handoffs, using him in different ways. May have had enough to pick up the first down there.
Follow the tight ends and you'll find the ball. It's a very nice job of Laporta teaming up and getting those guys out of there. The edge is his, and look at the speed on Gibbs to get said edge.
Saw our friends from the talented Lions social media team posting clips of Gibbs all week, doing some pretty nifty things against this Giants defense on the practice field. Now he's doing it on the big game field for the first time in his young career.
Tight split by Jameson Williams. He could be going across the field.
They hand it off. He'll be one of the blockers this time for Gibbs.
Awesome story. Got his opportunity last year and had one of the most explosive offenses in all of the NFL.
Year 2 of this offense under OC Ben Johnson. That pass was in and out of the hands.
Having to get a touchdown on this play, but you want to get these 6 yards so you can continue this drive.
2 for 3 on third down so far. Looking to the sideline, had in down.
It's a one-on-one route, no safety help. Really move that guy so you can get down the field and have a little bit more separation.
39-yard attempts for Riley Patterson is successful. Eric Gray back to return for the Giants here. Like you said, does keep it in play. Gray found a crease. There's a flag down. Really pressed back inside of their own territory. And there's that D-line showcasing and showing up once again. Second time we've called John Kaminsky's name.
I mean, just watch him. Just watch him hit, extend, engage, and then disengage and make the play. Very nice job by Kaminsky. He's made a few plays in this game now.
He said he's so pumped to kind of go into this situation knowing he's got his deal signed. And prior years he was battling for an individual spot. Now he's comfortable. It's just all about playing football. Tommy DeVito is in at QB now for the Giants. Finds his receiver on the outside. Beasley, a veteran addition, is shoveled to the outside. There's a flag down in the field. Devin, you think advances the Giants just shy of the 50. DeVito steps up, looking downfield. Another flag down. This one in the backfield. And also in the backfield was Benito Jones.
Benito Jones right here, going to make sure he fights through what could have been a hold. Does a very good job. Yet again, hit, extend, and then disengage and get to the quarterback.
It's going to be really fun to watch the guys going from year 2 to year 3, year 1 to year 2. Giants go back to Cole Beasley this time on the sideline. Dragged out there by Ryan Branch, who had the big hit. Giants unsuccessful on third down so far. Cole Beasley is able to change that on the reception that will end the quarter. Meanwhile, Tommy DeVito and this Giants offense will reset with a fresh set of downs to begin the second quarter. The Lions defensive line, some of the guys we knew that would start today, such as Roderick Martin on the interiors. You see Aquara now in the game, getting involved.
Here's that gap and a half right here, here. Everybody moving in unison to make sure that they close those gaps.
As the Giants go back to the ground early on last season, Devin, through the 1-6 start for the Lions, one of the issues was those gaps. Giants are going for it on fourth down. DeVito is wrapped up and bottled up. Covington made the sack. There's a flag down at about the 25 of Detroit here.
In Coach Campbell's face, you just don't want to have things like that you can control, right? You can control lining up behind the ball, and so
early stages, second quarter. Lions have made a couple of stops down in this territory so far. They explode up the gaps once again. Son,
very nice job of finding a way to collapse down. It's that gap and a half. I'm telling you, Jason, the gap and a half is freeing the linebackers up, and it's allowing that defensive line.
Breakout rookie campaign. Now in his second year, we see him a lot in pass rushing situations. We see him again here, but DeVito utilizing his legs. Saw this throughout his college career at Illinois and Syracuse. Able to scamper for DeVito. Looks like he's short.
And Bo there next, they did. How about Jack Campbell finding a way to get in there and stop him when you thought he might have the momentum to get a first down? Look at Jack Campbell leaned over in perfect position. Right, hit, extend, shuffle to 2 gaps over and makes the play, because if Jack Campbell isn't there, he's going to be able to force his momentum forward for another yard.
Able to stop James Robinson. Can they do it again on 4th and 1? They just might. Talking about gaps, Devin.
We talked about what we wanted to see. Jack Campbell, back-to-back stops, gets his team off the field. Offense when we're back.
Taylor Decker, Jonah Jackson, Frank Ragnow. And we had back from injury. Now after not playing last season, Halapuli Vaitai, as speaking of the O-line leading the way, let's go down to Danny Rogers, who has more on this O-line.
That O-line is getting a much-needed break tonight. However, when they go home, it's a completely different story. Over the last 9 months, the O-line has welcomed 7 new Cubs to this Lions pride. Check this out. It was Mr. Malachi who led things off last November, and just 2 days ago, the newest Cub to this O-line is sweet baby John Ragnow. Father Frank right now resting at home after a couple days.
Antoine Green with the reception up near midfield. Gets out to the 45 for a gain of 24. That is so cool, that story from Danny. It has been a room that has had a lot of cuteness in it over the last few months.
That's a VIP seat right there from Malachi.
Panay Sewell is another on that offensive line, coming off the All-Pro year that we didn't mention. See a lot of them around training camp, too, when practice wraps up. Isn't that the cutest thing ever, when you see the players with their babies after practice wraps up? And it's almost like the encapsulation of what family life is right now during NFL training camp. When you're together, you're probably on a football field around this time of year.
Yeah, I mean, it's so good because those experiences, you can't get that back. Panay Sewell, a very young guy, welcoming that young Malachi into the world and gets to share these moments with him.
Ahmed Ibrahim, the undrafted free agent rookie, out of Minnesota. Jack Fox, who will be the starting punter for the Lions, has the duties here. Eric Gray is back inside of his own 10. Hit promptly just outside of the 10. All throughout those years as young kids, they've never played organized football together until now. As this catch is made by Jamison Crowder. They're with the Lions organization, Devin. Grew up 5 minutes away from each other. First time ever playing organized football. You see them together all the time at the practice field. Such a cool story.
Yeah, Jason, that sounds like the paradigm of what it looks like to meet somebody at the top.
Right, exactly. I'll meet you at the top. I talked to Brady the other day, and Giants are just 1 for 5 on 3rd down. DeVito over the middle has Crowder again, and it's enough for the first down up near the 50. He's making a name for himself in Lions camp over the last couple of weeks. He's feisty too. It was Houston on the pressure that time that forced a quick throw, and Rodriguez was able to take down Jimmy Gillen to punt here. Maurice Alexander once again will return. Cousin Brady Breeze, who's a safety on defense, both looking for roster spots. Lions go to the ground here. Sudfeld this entire half and some of the third quarter, but for potentially Adrian Martinez. In the second half, Coda is open. This New York touchdown.
Yeah, it's that old tight end dump, right? Just a quick vertical route by the tight end, and I mean, you can't play it any better, right? The only thing you can do is pass interference.
Graham Gano will try to put the extra point on the first touchdown of the night. 90-53, and that rule changes this year. There's only one cut down date. That's Tuesday, August 29th.
Right after getting off the plane by Barry Sanders, Jameer Gibbs had to be happy as ever.
James Mitchell on the receiving end with Green in front of him. Jamison Williams is leading the way with a block. It's a nice pitch and catch there to begin this drive. Gain of 32.
James Mitchell, a guy who they really liked a year ago, and this year with Still Stroud, he's got opportunity. And if he can do this ability to catch and run from the tight end position, and if he can contribute on special teams, he's going to be a big factor for the Lions.
Talk about those tight ends. So far, we've seen Laporta, we've now seen James Mitchell, Brock Wright involved as well. Talked about a couple of signings after Shane Zylstra went down with the lower body injury earlier in camp. There's a look at James Mitchell. Have him back in the game now. It's so good to see him after he shakes off with a little injury, and he looks pretty shifty. Sudfeld now flips it out to the flat. Has another completion. Jason Kabinda there. He was a stud at Minnesota over these last few years. Battled through injuries there. Key part of that Golden Gophers offense. They got close. Here's a completion on the sideline to Jamison Williams with Hawkins in on the coverage to bring him down. Sudfeld rolls out looking for the crosser and has Mitchell for the second time on this drive. And some depth pieces too. They go to the ground trying to find the end zone for the first time.
There it is.
Sudfeld's pass deflected.
That's the power pass. That's what they were setting up.
8 yards to go till the end zone. See if they can get these 8 yards. They won't get it on the third down opportunity. And off we go. Sudfeld looping it to the corner of the end zone. Was worked out in Southern California with Amon-Ra St. Brown. Jamison Williams also joined those guys out in California. Average return position on kickoffs. The backers. DeVito still in at quarterback for the Giants. Quick throw, open field tackle.
Man-to-man defense, but there's no Cole Beasley. I say the Lions get a stop here.
Boom! I'd say you're right. In the backfield, they collapse live on a Friday night. Not one, but two. Spin moves from Alexander. 95 yards to the house. Like Devin said, that's how you get a spot on a roster. Eric Gray now back to return for the Giants. He's brought down at his own 20. So cool to hear about the relationships around this league. Bridgewater signed by the Lions yesterday.
About him wearing the green dot. It looks like he's done for the day, and Anthony Pittman is now the linebacker who will be wearing the green dot, and the green dot suggests that he gets all the plays relayed to him, and then he relays it.
Between Nebraska and Kansas State as he finds Antoine Green here, the 7th round pick for Detroit. We're called 313-262-2222. DeVito and Eric Gray hook up here. Nowaski on the tackle for the Lions. Mentioned Trevor Nowaski. Devin, I was walking around over in Allen Park the other day and saw his family. You can't miss them because they've all got the custom-made Trevor Nowaski jerseys, and his parents, Jim and Renee, are also here today, along with several other family members. Saginaw Valley State product, one of the only D2 players trying to make this team. Great family, great family. Super cool chatting with them the other day. DeVito going down the seam, has a completion in Lions territory.
Looks like the Lions are going back to their man-to-man defense that they've had a bunch of success with.
Gray hits the edge. Lions have done a great job of sealing those edges for most of the game. Got past Pittman on the initial tackle try.
Yeah, even on that play there, the edge was set. Gray just does a very good job. He's a slippery back out of Oklahoma. He was very, very talented there. But he slips away, but that's still a very good job of setting the edge. And like we talked about almost ad nauseum, that is a staple of what Coach Campbell wants to see from not only his defensive line, but also on the offensive side of the ball.
Gray, a 5th round pick for the Giants. DeVito can use his legs. There's a flag down in the backfield. We'll see if this is coming back. It's in that holding zone. Field goal try becomes a lot more difficult. Although the Giants get a completion here. It's going to be a 47-yarder for Graham Gano, trying to give the Giants the lead with 8:04 to go in the 4th quarter. He does. A 2-point game now. Drummond takes it off a hop. Taken down by Sills. It's just an awkward tackle there.
Yeah. It looked like Drummond was a little, am I going to bring it out? Oh, yeah, I am going to bring it out. A little off balance there.
There is a flag down. Sills also made some plays on offense for the Giants. 1st and 10 for the Lions. That helps them a bit. Martinez hands it off here. In the words of Dan Campbell, who's going to open up that door and take it?
You're going to have to contribute on special teams or there's no place for you on the team.
Snell spends time with the Steelers. Martinez has a completion into Giants territory.
You want to play in practice, but when you get into Ford Field in this arena with all the fans watching and all...
Inside of the final 6 minutes of this 4th quarter, more situational football. Lions down 2.
To make this field go nice and long and give a real opportunity to show what he's got. And you're thinking of Romo.
Another chunk gain here. It's Quinn getting involved for the first time in the passing game. Trey Quinn on a gain of 8 at the Giants 14. Martinez hands it off. Martinez may try to use his legs here. And the quickness.
So very good job by Martinez learning from what he learned a week ago.
Here it is again. Martinez has to step up. Eludes a tackle. Martinez inside the 10. Martinez to the outside and inside of the 5.
Himself in position to put points on the board.
Benny Schnell is the back. Benny Schnell is the back again here. 1 yard to go. Can they get in? This will bring up 3rd and goal now. 3rd and goal from the 1. Martinez gives the Lions the lead.
On 3rd down to keep this drive going.
Parker Romo's extra point makes it a 5-point Lions lead.
Yeah, very, very special by him.
Holmes on the return there out to the 25.
And a lot of them were on one drive to make sure that they get a 4th down stop.
Jameer Gibbs had a great opening quarter too. Lions do have to still get a stop here with 1:38 to go in this 4th quarter.
Here's Alexander, our consolation winner, right? Who had before that last touchdown, the only touchdown of the game with the electrifying Barry Sanders-esque kick return. Very nice. And then Jack Campbell, the 1st round pick out of Iowa, who I'm talking about. I knew he could put his face on people, but that was in college. And he came in today and proved that he is an NFL linebacker, and the Lions made a really good fit.
Lions D-line trying to show up here in the big moments. DeVito goes spiraling down with 90 seconds to go. 1 minute to go. DeVito sacked again.
He's shown power, he's shown speed, and look at him get off of the ball, chop those hands down, and boom! He's got the quarterback and forces a 4th and long. Aurora has been special all night, and this entire defensive line has been special all night, but Aurora has really come.
4th down. 4th and 15 for the Giants. DeVito pressured again. Just lofts it in the air. This will be intercepted to seal the deal on preseason victory number 1. Get more for your roar. Enjoy buy one, get one Big Mac when the Lions get an interception. Thank you, Brendan Joseph. Only in the McDonald's app.
All right, here we go.
To give the Lions what ultimately turned out to be the game-winning